found out today that what Biden put out there regarding hearing aids is something that Trump actually did, and they're trying to take credit for it? That's insane. What are you doing?
They're really showing that they don't care. They just don't care. It doesn't matter to them. They're just sitting there collecting paychecks and investments and all that. They don't care. It's ridiculous.
And then, of course, you had the whole blow up with AOC at her town hall, and the guys basically there touting the fact that she was really, supporting, the war machine.
Yeah.
Which she is. And you're supporting it because you're not willing to say anything against it. You're not willing to say how we're ramping up tensions over, and of course, it's always about natural resources. That's all it's ever about. The trillions in natural resources that exist in Western Ukraine, and that's why they are not looking for an exit strategy. To his credit, Nathan J. Robinson, who did go on with Brianna Joy Gray, Nathan was
not a fan of either.
But Nathan was correct. He's like, listen, if you're going to critique AOC, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And just be very direct about where you have a problem. There's nothing wrong in the initial stages of supporting the efforts of the Ukrainians trying to stave off an invasion from Russia. At the same time, you cannot deny that very, very quickly this became a war of the military-industrial complex.
Everything is about that.
This is about money and power. This isn't about protecting Ukrainians from Putin. This is about who can get their hands on the resources. That's why NATO's involved now, because they want the resources.
This is what I think. I think that if we really cared about Ukrainian people, that we could have handled this from start to finish entirely differently. I don't think we would be in a position where Putin was acting that way, quite honestly. I think there's a lot of things we could have done differently for a long period of time, but having our warships at their beaches, basically, like, we have been up their ass for so many years. Yep. And it's almost like, I'm telling you, it's like the annoying little brother that sits there and does that. And then you act and it's like they want us, like they want to do something. Like we want them to do that so that it basically is consent. And
two things before we bring in our guest, Mr. Sorney. Two things on that. Number one, it has always been for me, the biggest thing that scared me about Biden's presidency is how much of a failure he could most likely be on foreign policy, because he's not there anymore. He's just not. And you've seen too many examples already where his decision-making is very suspect. Something as simple as saying that if we want to take out the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, we could do it at any time. And then within 24 hours, it was taken out. And then the other thing is that if you think that what's going on in Ukraine is bad, the idea that you're saber rattling with China over Taiwan, that's the end of the world if that comes to play. To me, this is a very dangerous time.
It's almost like they're pushing it to that so that they can use it as a fear-mongering talking point at the election that you want to make sure to, and yet they're the ones who are promoting
No, I don't think that's going to help the Democrats. I think that's going to hurt them.
Oh, I think it will ultimately hurt them, but I think that it's like they think that somehow I don't know, everything they do to me is calculated on what they're going to get in November. Like everything they're doing has to do with November. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.